Hello and welcome to a Let's Play of Farlanders. So it's a small game I picked up on Steam, which is currently on sale I think. But also it's freshly out in January. And there's a reason why I picked it up. It's from a Ukrainian developer from Kiev, and as a little bit of a sign of support I decided to check it out and have a look into it. So what I want to show, or like what I want to check out, is a little bit of the campaign. I played some turns already, but now let's just start something up. We are going with the classic mode to just recommended by developers. Let's go like that. When you check out chapter, you can have some audio messages here to get some of the story behind it. You are basically a trainee coming to Mars to build bases and terraform the planet. In general, it's more like a little bit of a puzzle game. So you need to check out how can you fit all your stuff. So it has like some vibes of Factorio in there, but rather light ones. It's rather like a puzzling tile management game. So yeah, okay. Now the game wants us now on the first campaign mission to basically show us the doings of the game. First of all, you have these kind of terraforming actions where you could interact with the map and destroy things. For example, here I could destroy these two mountains, which generate wasteland. And from there you can, for example, terraform into flatlands or into desert and so on. And now we are supposed to further terraform that part here, and now we have created a canyon. And it's just showing you the what you can do, and now we have to turn it around. So just to learn the basic commands here. And basically that's the important part about terraforming. You have to really find out what kind of stuff you can do. And yeah, let's drop our base and start into the quests. Now, our ship is landing, and now we have to start building stuff up. Like, we have certain resources here. We have energy, water, food, refined metals and glass. There are more resources coming later on, and in the bottom side we have our buildings which we can make. But first of all, we have to create a mineral deposit from scratch. In later maps you also start with deposits on site, but you can still terraform stuff. The funny part about this, in the later stages, the terraforming, what you get is rather randomized, I think, or it's generalized for the campaign. So for example, here in this case, we could go for this kind of interaction here we could check it out if you want to do something else here, but could also change the sand, but we're going to do it this way. And now we generated a small deposit. And now we are supposed to improve on it. Can we do this? No, it's wrong terrain. No. So basically it has to be this kind of stuff here. And did that change anything? Okay, apparently it did. Okay, now we are supposed to build a factory to start up production of raw materials. So we are building a small factory here. And now we have to connect it, of course, to our base. Therefore, we are going to, first of all, plant some power cables here. Yes, wire it up. We have to, of course, we also have to make a tunnel for the population to get there. And also, it's for some buildings, we have to get water to the buildings. So now we could go with this one here. Let's do it. To get rid of the stony field which we had in between, which is impossible to build over with, for example, tunnels or buildings. Okay, and now the next one is we of course have to finish the connections, so we need to for example, do this one like the tunnels, and now we still need workers. Yes, landing platform next. It also told us that because we are in a turn, so the game is in fact turn-based, so we can still remove stuff for free here and rebuild stuff if we want to. Now what we need to do is we need to build a landing platform. One is enough here. And there will be ships which are coming to our planet to drop off population. Okay, now we want to build some housing, so we are going to build them, for example, here, far away from the factory, because nobody wants to live next to the factory. So, and now we come into the turn phase, because we don't have any population, no workers at all, so we need to wait for migration, which is happening on a regular basis, depending on your turns. Currently we are still in a certain kind of tutorial phase, so not much is hinted at yet. There we go, we got 10 population. From this 10 population we have some workers which are working in the factory, and as you can see there's like some dust around it, which is, for example, that people don't want to live there and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you. And yeah, now we, for example, have a terraforming here, and with that we could create water, which we then could use for food creation, of making food. For example, we have a big desert here, we could do it here. So for example, let's pick this spot here. Now we have a water pond here, but it's frozen still. Because Mars is cold, we cannot change it yet. Okay, so wind turbines are more efficient near mountains. Okay. So let's check out. We have a mountain here. So for example, we could produce more energy by going like next to 2 mountains here. For example, we could go here and here. And then we need to connect it to the base. And there we go. And if you stack buildings next to each other, they are in fact getting more efficient, which we got already a level 2 windmill here compared to this level 3. In fact, this one is level 2. So we have 1 adjacency effect, and this one has in fact 3 adjacency effects from the mountains and the wind turbine itself. This one only has 2 from the mountain and the other wind turbine. Okay, proceed to the next turn. Let's do it. And yeah. Basically, that's the general approach to it, and it gets more complicated over time because you need to fit in stuff. So for example, at a later point, you maybe want to... There we go. That's the first mission. Create water with the help of terraforming. I'm pretty sure I did that. Okay, let's go to the second mission. Of course, there's more stuff that you can check out in here, which is about the story. Now we want to go to chapter 2, which is... I would say a steep increase in difficulty because I got that far, so, and I think I know how to finish it, but let's just get started. So we already learned a lot of stuff. So for example, we are going to build our base here. I'm going to zoom in a bit, and we have a deposit here for minerals. Yeah, we are getting some quests here, landing platform, basic houses. So we are going to build our landing platform down here. We are going to, of course, build a factory here, and we are going to start connecting it. Also needs a tunnel, and we, of course, need some population, which we can just build like this. Okay, let's get started. Get the population. Okay. 10 population. And here they come. There we go. Now the factory is running, and we get some rewards for leveling up, basically, which is, I think it's a population thresholds for these kind of stuff. And we are unlocking the technology 3. So we are supposed to go into energy conservation, which we are going to do. But we are also going to already... 3 solar panels. Okay, let's check it out in a sec. Yeah, we can wait with the other text, it's not necessary. Okay, we want to build 3 solar panels now, which are They shouldn't be in the shade, for example, like here. They don't want to, because that's decreasing the power, or in fact not making them work at all. But at the bottom here we have a nice flat terrain which we can use for that. So we are going to in fact build 3 here, and then we are going to connect them to the main base. And now we got some power back. Yeah, now we get the factory quest, but we already did that. Because I like to have production as soon as possible. Okay, 2 water condensers. Water condensers are basically getting water from the atmosphere. And now we need to find a good spot for them, because they also need sunlight. So they also don't want to be in the shade here. Therefore, we have to find a good spot for them. And I think I'm going to place them here and here. Just building pretty nice and snugly here. So also 2 more houses, because we need to get to 20 population. Therefore, 2 more houses are necessary. Okay. Now we are just... The next migration is only in the next turn, so we are just going to progress to that to continue our quests here. And yeah, what next? Let's see. In fact, we are running... Yeah, we need to produce food and water. We are now producing... Okay, a lake down there, yes. Okay. As we can see, we are running a negative on water and on food, which we need to fix now. So we need to research water extraction here, which is allowing us to build a water pump, which is going to be on that lake here. And from here, we are... What do we need to do? We need a reinforced pipe, so it cannot go over the canyon. And we also have to improve these ones. But it also needs energy, which also has to be like here. Nice. Okay. Yeah. The water pump is eating up all the water, therefore it's no longer fertilizing the ground around it, which is a problem because we also need to produce food. For that we need a second water source. But now we are producing way too much water, so we can pull it down to 50% just to have more energy, because that's going to be a problem. Okay. Now, we didn't get the water terraform here, so we can save it up for later. But you only have like 1 save slot for terraforming stuff at start. So the terraforming is... You can stack it up for a certain... But you can collect them basically. So that's why we have 2 available now, which we need to think about what we want to do. But for the moment I'm going to build... Because we have an energy deficit, I'm going to build 2 more solar panels here, which is going to give us a nice positive income. Now, the big problem here is now that the water which we are supposed to do here is on the other side of the canyon here. But also there is a wasteland, and here's also wasteland. So, and no, there's a canyon in fact. So we can't cross it. We need to terraform our way through here. And that's going to be a challenge, I guess. So we can find a good spot to... Is there anything we can do? Wait a second, where is the water? It's like here. I want it on the right side, like this. Okay, this one would work. And yeah, let's do it. Now we have a ice lake here. And now we need to flame it up, which is the other interaction we saved earlier. So we could do this one, then we get fertile ground here. Could also go like this one. Hmm. Yeah, we could do it like this. Or... yeah, that's not enough. We need 4... I think we need 4 farms later on. So let's do it like this. Okay, and continue. Yeah. So now what we can see here down here is that we, over time, we get certain rewards, for example, terraforming interactions. And in 4 turns, more population will arrive, which we want to take. So let's in fact start with that. So we're going to take population here. And let's save up some minerals because or refined metals because we don't have any at all currently. Now, what we want to do here is we want to fill up this one here in the hopes that we get a nice terraforming which can remove these ones here. Okay, let's continue. Also, I think the greenhouses, yeah, we need to get rid of the mountain here to use this tile. So we have, let's already place them down like this. As you can see here, there's no sunlight, building is in the shadow. It's going to be a problem. So let's take the next event here, which is interesting. We could go like, could use like this. Yeah, that would work. Now we would be able to, for example, tie this one up. Yeah, but you can't build a tunnel here. No, we need to get rid of this one. But I don't know how yet. So hopefully in 2 turns we are going to get something which is going to help us there. We also need to connect a pipe here. So let's connect these 2. Also, yeah, we need to interact with that tile first. So let's just see what the population is going to bring with it. Because they normally bring like, the next colony level is at 30, which is now, so maybe they bring food with them. Yes, 20 food. That's nice. And we got food enough for 1.5 turns, so we can just check out what is coming here. And just take the production. Okay, there we go. That's nice. I think that's really, really good. So we are going to get rid of the tile here and start connecting the rest. And I hope we got enough materials here. Oh, I need to connect the pumps here, of course. There we go. Now we got only a minor problem, because we still make massive losses here. Okay, we need... Okay, so also there's a marketplace, which we are now learning to interact. So basically we can buy stuff for money and later on sell stuff. And that's getting more and more complex later on, because most of the quests or stories you get later on are timed. So we really need to figure out like how to build stuff on the map to get it in time. And most of the time there are multiple solutions to how to achieve the goal. So it's really like a little bit of puzzling and a little bit of terraforming and yeah, a little bit of everything. Now we are getting our delivery of electronics. There we go. And okay, what now? We need to... Okay, we are supposed to build a spaceport. And research glass production. There we go. And commerce. Alright, that's done. We need to fix our energy problem. So let's, for example, go here. And go here. And let's check out the next terraform here. Maybe that's going to help us getting rid of the mountain, else we have to just build a greenhouse in this tile here. And in fact we are getting a terraform with which can remove a mountain, so let's do it. And now we have enough food, barely at least. Okay, back to the main quest. We are supposed to build a spaceport. So let's just do it like here is nice. We are supposed to build 3 landing platforms. Oh, we need to connect it first. So 1 power line and a tunnel. And now we can build the landing platforms around it. 1, 2, 3. That's that quest done. Okay, and a glass refinery. Apply the mineral terraforming on a wasteland to create silicon deposit. Okay. So a wasteland, this one. Okay, then just let's do it, for example, here. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, we turn it 1, yeah, like this. And now we got a deposit here. Nice. Okay. And we are supposed to build a glass refinery, but we don't have the income. There's population coming next turn, but I don't think we need it. Also, we don't have housing, so we are not going to do it. And let's continue with the production here. So we need a glass refinery. There we go, and we need to connect it to the grid here. And of course a tunnel. There we go. And there we have a glass factory, which is now producing the second resource which we have available yet. Okay, nice. That was mission 2, which was a little bit trickier already. And I hope that gave you a small impression of how Farlanders works. If you want me to continue the campaign, leave a like and I will definitely check it out. But maybe I definitely want to play a sandbox game to just build up as much as possible. So see you next time.